Reid, she just had to provide a proper education for a caller. Here it is. Perception does matter. Around the time of Medgar Evers, you had the signs of, Negroes and colored people this and, all of that. Why are we still using the synonym black? There are no black people. If we're going to start calling immigrants that come through the border brown people, let's call the brown people, all the brown people, and really take hold of the narrative instead of I don't know if people have actually looked up the color black in the dictionary. It's not something. Why would you want to call your children that? It means darkness, void. That's part of the discrimination. We are not black people. We are brown, and that's it. That's all I'm going to say. I mean, the term black came about because of people wanting to empower themselves. Because the term Negro is a made-up term that was made up by white supremacists in order to label black people who came from multiple ethnic groups and throw them all together. I don't think people understand that Africa is the most biodiverse continent. There are 2,300 separate ethnic groups on the continent of Africa. So when Africans were taken in slavery to America, you're mixing tribes that had no genetic relationship other than all being Negro. And so the idea of whiteness and blackness was invented in America. It didn't exist before the 16th century. Oh, we have some more as well. Put up the picture for mass. So she thoughtfully gave a proper education. I love Joanne Reid. Thoughtfully educated the person. This was on C-SPAN's Morning In Call program, Washington Journal. The caller talked about the different racial labels African Americans have gone by in American history. Okay? Now, here's more of Reid's response to that caller.
Instrumental
white
music.
People in Europe who are all different ethnicities, whether they're Italian or Greek or British or German, they didn't call themselves white. The idea of whiteness didn't exist until this country was founded. And when Europeans came here and decided to enslave Africans who were, again, they spoke different languages from each other. They couldn't communicate with each other, let alone communicate with their so-called owners. They designated white and black as a way to delineate African slaves from indentured servants who were European. They wanted to enslave specifically the Africans. And so they invented these terms, white and black, in order to distinguish themselves from the Africans and distinguish themselves from the indigenous who they...
Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy Elohim Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, Mashiach Barakatai. I will also forget thy children. I want to start off by saying I give all honor and glory to Abba Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, Mashiach Barakatai, the Howard for the Rakak Wadash, the Howard for our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the Howard for the house of David, the third temple that's being built here in the daughter of Babylon, and where we've been scattered in the four corners, the four winds of the earth amongst every nation. The Howard for the Yaquat and the children of Yasharala, Shalom, the Howard for another Shabbat, the Howard for the men of David, the Howard for King David, who will rule well under Yahweh Shah Mashiach, the 12 apostles, the 144,000, the Howard for the Akim, once again, that's out in the highways and the byways, presenting their body a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto Abba Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah Mashabatai. Another meek service lesson. Our people is still ignorant in 2024. Our people is still ignorant still calling themselves black when we the Israelites and the so-called blacks are the Jews, but they think they educated and very smart and very intelligent. And Esau, the red dragon, they continue to call him the so-called white man. Okay. The Most High said, 1 Corinthians 3 and 18, let no man or woman deceive himself. Reid is not wise. She is not wise. If any man among you seemeth to be wise in this world, in Esau world, right? Because world mean in the Hebrew, aratazah, this society, or in the Greek, it go into the word eon or cosmos, and this world, Edom world, let him become a fool, that he may be wise. For the wisdom of this world, you see, with all her curriculum, with all her degrees, you see, with all her certificates in Esau world and America world, the world of the daughter of Babylon, the world of spiritual Egypt and Sodom and Gomorrah, the world of Nineveh, the world of Rome. You see, in this world, this life, for the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Elohim, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Sham, Mashem, Barakadai. For it is written, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness. See, Reid, she's being crafty because she know she's an Israelite. She know she's a Jew. She know she's from the tribe of Yahweh. She know the so-called Negroes are the true ethnic biblical Jews from the bloodline and the seed line of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. She knows that, but she's being crafty because she made a covenant with Esau Edom. Okay, the so-called white man. You see, that's what's going on. And again, the Mosai say, the Elohim knoweth the thoughts of the wise. See, because Reid would be wise in this world. You hear it in the clip. They say she's very wise, very smart. She's very educated. And they like how she brought it out. You see? And again, the Elohim knoweth the thoughts. You see, because our people look up to people like this. They look up to somebody that's in college or went to college and have degrees and is on television. You see, in the chapel of in these church houses. Look like they got their shit together. You see, our people glorified in men and women of Israel like that. They glorified in the 2/3, those that got their shit together in the daughter of Babylon, you see? And again, the Elohim knoweth the thoughts of the wise, that they are vain. See, so their thoughts are vain. Okay? You can't take what's good. You can't take the ethnicity and the nationality of the Hebrew Israelites and then turn it into black and call it empowerment and say, being black and pride. You walking in great pride. You being abominable. How you gonna take evil and turn it into something good? When evil is evil. Isaiah 5 and 20. Woe unto them, you see, that call evil good, you see? Talking about the Negro was a terminology that the so-called white man placed on us. Well, he also placed on us black. That's a social construct because nobody's black. And Africa was named after an Edomite, Scipio Africanus, a Roman emperor who defeated Hannibal during the Second Punic War and named the continent after his own self. So it's all buffoonery at the end of the day. Woe unto them that call evil good. I don't have to be long in this video because it's showing you in 2024, like the brother brought out, our people is still ignorant and they're going to get death and destruction because their heart which is their mind, have departed from their maker. And who's their maker? Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Mashiach Barakatai, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You see? Woe unto them, so destruction unto them. That's what the Most High say. They call evil good and good evil. That put darkness, you see, because being black is void of light, meaning you don't have the knowledge and wisdom and understanding. Okay? So when you say you black, you saying you void of light, meaning you void of what? The law, statutes, commandments, and judgments and testimonies that Moses gave us at Mount Sinai. See, when you say you're black, you're saying you void of the righteousness of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah. You're saying you void of the light. You're saying you wicked. And you saying you proud to be wicked. You proud to be void of the light. You proud not to have no connection with your creator, the God of Yasharallah. You proud. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness. You see, that's dark. Saying you black, that's darkness. That's wickedness for light. You calling darkness light. You calling wicked light. You calling wicked righteous. Saying you're black, now it's being called righteous. Is black and proud. Is an empowerment for who? For 2/3 of you Israelites that put bitter for sweet. You see, you putting bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes. That's not what Apostle Paul just said in 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and 18 and 19. Woe mean destruction unto them that are wise. You wise in this world, though. In their own eyes, in your own mind. Your eyes represent your mind. And prudent in their own sight. You see, that's what's going on, Israel. How long you gonna cleave to these wicked ones? Because if you keep cleaving to these wicked ones, you're gonna get put to death. The Most High say in the book of Sirach, chapter 10 and verse number 12, the beginning of pride. You see, Reid and these Israelites, these 2/3, these college folks, these educators, the beginning of pride is when one departed from Yahweh. Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah Mashabarthah. And his heart and his mind and her mind is turned away from his maker. You see? For pride is the beginning. They walking in pride. I'm black and I'm proud. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. You see? So when you black and you proud, you void of light. You void of the knowledge and wisdom and understanding of Abba Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah Masha Barakatai. The Most High not going to keep winking at your ignorance, Israel. And we're going to close out on that. The Most High say in the book of Sirach 10 and 13, let's be repetitive. For pride is the beginning of sin. You see, she walking in sin upon sin, right? Trusting in the shadow of Egypt, right? As it say in Isaiah 30 and 2 and 3. In the shadow of Egypt, in the shadow of America, go be your shame. Keep trusting in the USA and Esau and his philosophies and his ways. And see how it's going to end for you, Yasharallah. Because we're in a time of judgment. Don't forget, we are in a time of judgment. It's judgment time. Just to remind you, it's judgment time. So if you keep on with the buffoonery and the madness, you're going to get judged by Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah Mashiach. You're going to send that Inca horn upon you. Just keep skipping to my daughter. Keep playing, Yasharallah. Just keep on playing and thinking all is well with you. For pride is the beginning of sin, and he or she, you Israelite women that had it shall pour out abomination. In this clip, they point out nothing but abomination. And therefore the Elohim brought upon them strange, what the Most High gonna bring upon them? Strange calamities and overthrow them utterly. You see, he's gonna destroy you, Israel. You're gonna be destroyed. We're gonna bring out one more precept, we're gonna just close out. One more precept. We don't have to spend a lot of time in it. Either you're going to get it or you ain't going to make it. The Most High said in Acts 17 and 30, and the times of this ignorance, still saying you're black, still saying you're black and you're proud, still saying you're African American, you see, still saying you're brown, calling yourself brown like you're UPS, you ain't going to make it. And the time of this ignorance, the Elohim Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai winked at. But now, the Most High say in 2024, but now commanded all men, all women, everywhere to repent. You see, it's time to repent. It's time to make that radical change, Yasharala. It's time to make that radical change and be therefore converted and turn to Abba Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai Barakatah. Okay? All right? That's what's going on, Yasharala. So I hope that this quick lesson was edification and exaltation, giving all honor and glory to Abba Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai Barakatah. Shalom.
They called savages. It was literally an invention of slave owners in the United States. And so when people reclaimed the term black in the 1960s, it was because they had decided to empower themselves. It was a term that felt to them more powerful than simply using the term Negro, which had been invented by enslavers. So I don't see any problem with black. Black is a term that can mean power. It can mean beauty. It doesn't have to mean darkness and horror. It can in the linguistics of the culture of the United States. But in the culture, in terms of black culture, it doesn't mean that. And so when people say black, they mean that as a powerful term, not a negative term.